Part 3. The Arrival of Ki Tambak Sewu. Several weeks after Ki Makan departure, the forest of 1,000 Kenanga blossoms remained tranquil. Early in the morning, the mountain breeze carried the scent of wildflowers and the chorus of chirping birds. Yet, in the far east at the mountain's base, a lone old man appeared, walking slowly along the path. His patched robes fluttered in the wind, and the black staff in his hand looked ancient. But with every tap upon the ground, the earth cracked and stones split apart. He was Ki Tambak Sewu, the legendary beggar-sorcerer whose name struck fear throughout the martial world. Though his face seemed calm and full of smiles, no warrior dared meet his gaze for more than a heartbeat. Behind that seemingly gentle demeanor lay the forbidden art of Tapak Dara Arjuna Kala, the crimson palm of Arjuna Kala, a deadly technique that could end a life with a single touch. As he walked, Ki Tambak Sewu hummed softly. What is life, if not for pleasure? What is power, if not to rule the world? Sailing upon the sea of desire, even death cannot stop the voyage. The melody was gentle, yet for those with attuned senses, a cold aura slipped between each verse. With every strike of his staff, the earth trembled faintly, a sign that his inner force had long surpassed the limits of mortal strength. Before he had gone far, 13 shadows darted from the northern ridge. They were the young warriors of the Lemba Giri Wulung school, led by a handsome youth with piercing eyes named Raksajaya. Among them, the only woman was Dewi Larasati, the youngest, yet the bravest disciple. Together, the 13 were known as the 13 warriors of Lemba Giri. Raksajaya raised his hand to signal a halt. Look, the ground is cracked. Only the tip of a master's staff could pierce stone like this. Dewi Larasati knelt, examining the marks. No mistake. These are the tracks of Ki Tambak Sewu. We must stop him from entering the Kenanga forest. They rushed ahead. Soon, the faint humming of the old man reached their ears. When they were close enough, they leapt into the air, using the Langka Angin Wulung technique, the wind steps of Wulung, surrounding the old beggar from 4 directions. The old man stopped, smiling. Heck, are you a troupe of actors come to demand your pay? Alas, I carry no coin. Raksajaya stepped forward respectfully. Ki Tambak Sewu, we are disciples of the Lemba Giri Wulung school. We've heard that you seek Jaka Wulung, the miracle boy from the Kenanga forest. We beg you, do not harm him. The old man looked at them one by one. His smile lingered, but his eyes turned cold. Young fools, who are you to advise an old wanderer like me? And if I truly wish to meet the boy, what business is that of yours? Dewi Larasati could no longer hold herself back. We know your intent, Ki Tambak Sewu. You wish to perfect the Tapak Dara Arjuna Kala, and legend says it demands the blood of a holy child. Raksajaya gasped at her boldness, but the words were already spoken. Ki Tambak Sewu's smile faded, replaced by thunderous laughter that shook the forest. Ha 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 ha. So you know much, do you? Yes, and that boy Jaka Wulung shall be my stepping stone to perfection. You foul demon, Raksajaya roared, drawing his sword. Then we shall stop you here. With a unified shout, the 13 warriors surrounded him. Their sacred blades gleamed in the sun, forming the Wulung star formation, their school's signature combined sword technique. Ki Tambak Sewu merely waved his hand. Heh, so you will wish for an early death? His black staff moved like a serpent, striking through the air and deflecting every attack. Metal clashed in a relentless rhythm, yet not a single blade could breach his defense. Raksajaya shouted an order. Use the 9 suns formation. They began to rotate swiftly, attacking in seamless succession from all sides. For a moment, Tambak Sewu was pressed, yet his face remained calm. Then his left hand flared crimson, the sign that the crimson palm of Arjuna Kala was about to be unleashed. "Be careful, that's his death art," Raksajaya cried. A sharp blast echoed. Boom! 3 young warriors were hurled back, blood bursting from their chests, their bodies freezing mid-air. 5 red handprints burned upon their flesh. In an instant, 3 lives were gone. "By the heavens!" Dewi Larasati gasped, covering her mouth in horror. But Tambak Sewu laughed heartily. "He he he he, your swordplay is graceful but far too weak to touch my shadow," Raksajaya shouted fiercely. "Brothers, form the Wulung wind spiral. Don't give him an opening." The remaining 10 charged at once. The earth trembled, leaves flew, and the air howled with their power. Yet every blade that swung found only empty air. The black staff moved faster, shattering each strike with effortless precision. Within moments, Tambak Sewu erupted in fury. His voice roared like thunder. "Tapak Dara Arjuna Kala, open the gates of hell!" A wave of inner force exploded outward. In 3 blinks of an eye, 12 warriors lay lifeless on the ground. Only Dewi Larasati remained standing, trembling, blood dripping from the corner of her lips. The old man approached slowly. "He, such a pretty girl. What a pity to die so young. I'll keep you alive to make you my pupil." "I'd rather die, you vile demon." Her sword slipped from her hand, yet she refused to surrender. She turned to dash herself against a boulder, but suddenly froze. The old man had caught her effortlessly, his eyes blazing like fire. "Ha ha ha ha! Such spirit! The world will be far more interesting with a disciple like you." His laughter echoed through the valley, carried by a chilling wind laced with the scent of blood. Far above, a black eagle crossed the twilight sky, a dark omen that the forest of 1,000 Kenanga blossoms was about to enter an age of shadow.